Good evening, everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. I'm Shivani Gupta. Big developments in Uttar Pradesh as a redux of the Bihar Mahagathbandhan is being attempted. In the past, Samajwadi Party that was fighting to come back to power in 2017 has attempted an alliance with the Congress Party and ahead of 2019 parliamentary polls, even with arch-rival Mayawati, with disastrous results. This time around, they are focusing on the smaller parties, making overtures to even those they have criticized in the past. The principal opposition party, SP, fearing a division of votes by the other players, is now wanting to bring everyone together with one aim: to beat the BJP. Most interestingly, partner Rajbhar set the cat amongst the pigeons by suggesting that even AIMIM is welcome as long as their seat-sharing demand is fair, a suggestion the MIM is so far rejecting. But before we get more on that, here's a breakdown of all that has happened today. It hasn't really worked in the past, but can the focus on the smaller parties work for Akhilesh this time around? There's a new UP Ke Ladke, a 2.0 alliance coming together with the SP and the RLD formulating their alliance. Meanwhile, Akhilesh Yadav and Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party have also met today. Can this alliance be cemented or not is a question that is still to be answered. Overtures to Asaduddin Owaisi. They're acting a little cold right now. We haven't heard from Asaduddin Owaisi himself so far, but we're waiting on it. Apna Dal, K faction and Samajwadi Party have now cemented their alliance. What impact will this really have is for everyone to guess. And of course, the SP and Rajbhar's SBSP have already been together. They had announced their alliance way back in October itself after a meeting between Rajbhar and Akhilesh Yadav. Now, here is why Akhilesh Yadav is shifting his focus as far as the alliances this time are concerned. There is a deliberate attempt, of course, to pitch to ally with smaller parties in 2022 because previous alliances with the big forces, Congress and BSP, had flopped. Akhilesh wants to be the clear alpha ally in the alliance. This can be a good way to do so. They are the principal opposition with a good vote share in Uttar Pradesh. Tie-ups with regional players could allow pockets of influence. Focused alliances can help the Samajwadi Party crack the caste calculus better, even though it is said that just bringing two parties together doesn't always mean that vote transfers the way they want. Alliances with Rajbhars and Patels can help them cut into the BJP's votes as well. But as we will show you in just a bit, the influence of all of these smaller parties is really small, marginal in some cases. But before that, here's what all sides are saying.
साफ साफ कहे कि भाई हमको सीट नहीं, हमको भारतीय जनता पार्टी को सत्ता से बेदखल करना है, हमको संविधान की सुरक्षा करना है, हमको अपने अधिकार की सुरक्षा करना है, हमको अपने आरक्षण को बचाना है, प्रदेश में अमन चैन कायम करना है। तो सीट का बहुत झगड़ा नहीं, हमने तो बिना शर्त समर्थन दिया। उन्होंने खुद मुझसे कहा कि देखो जो ज्यादा डिमांड लोगों की है, सबको समझाओ कि सब लोग 50 सीट के बजाय 5 सीट लड़ें, 5 जीत जाएंगे, 50 लड़के अकेले को नहीं जीतेंगे। ये हमारा प्रयास हो रहा है।
देखिए, आज की मुलाकात में एक बात बहुत साफ तौर पे चर्चा हुई कि उत्तर प्रदेश में जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कुशासन है, जिसमें नौजवान और किसान को उसका हक नहीं मिला, माताओं बहनों को सुरक्षा नहीं मिली, मुकदमे और लाठी के दम पर सरकार को चलाने की कोशिश की गई, गरीब की बेटी को रात में 2 बजे जला दिया जाता है, इंद्रकांत त्रिपाठी व्यापारी की हत्या करवा दी जाती है एसएसपी के द्वारा, और एक ऐसा शासन जहां पे प्रभात मिश्रा जैसे नौजवान को फर्जी इनकाउंटर करके मार दिया जाता है, एक ऐसा शासन जहां कोरोना की महामारी में नदी के घाट पे लाशें सड़ी हुई पाई गई। इस कुशासन से उत्तर प्रदेश को मुक्त कराना है और इसको लेके कुछ रणनीतिक और राजनीतिक चर्चा हुई है।
अभी हम लोग की चर्चा सपा कार्यालय में राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष अखिलेश सिंह के साथ हुई है और हम लोग का गठबंधन हो गया है। बहुत जल्दी हम लोग संयुक्त मंच पे आप लोग को दिखाई देंगे। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ धन्यवाद।
जिस तरीके से हम लोगों ने 2014 जीता, 17 जीता, 19 जीता, उपचुनाव जीता, पंचायत चुनाव जीता, वैसे ही 2022 के चुनाव में भी हम 350 के पार जाएंगे, कमल का फूल खिलेगा और फिर योगी आदित्यनाथ जी के नेतृत्व में उत्तर प्रदेश में सरकार बनाएंगे। किसी का कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, जनता जिसके साथ है, विजय उसके हाथ है।
Well, let me tell you, since the very beginning, we have been saying that we are going to contest the elections in Uttar Pradesh and we will ensure that the BJP is defeated and Yogi does not become the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh. And whosoever wants to join us in this battle is free to come and join with us to defeat the BJP. but we will not go with a begging ball before them. That, okay, please take us in your party. This is the fight for equality. If you are interested in defeating the BJP, please come with us.
They call you BJP's B team or C team, as you said. Now they're only saying that we are ready to ally with you.
Well, I am confused since so many days I've been hearing this, that Congress calling us BJP's B team, the Samajwadi calling us the BJP's B team. Now the BJP itself calling us the Samajwadi Party's B team. So let them sit together and chalk out whose B team are we.
You've been saying the likes of Congress, SP, others have only used and abused Muslims. They've never done anything for Muslims. They're so-called secular in your own words.
In the 70 years, what we saw is that there was no empowerment of the Muslims. Everybody wants the 19% of the Muslims in Uttar Pradesh to vote for them. But nobody has done anything for the betterment of the community. There is no political empowerment. Where is the political empowerment? Tell me.
The AIMIM, they're saying that we are not going to come to you. You want to get us into your alliance, then come with us and treat us fairly. But let's just break down for our viewers how it stood after the 2017 UP elections. BJP, of course, is in clear pole position. Its vote share almost a whopping 40%. It swept the UP elections for 3 times running, 2014 elections, 2017 and 2019. Samajwadi Party was a second party, but a distant second, even though its vote share was just under 22%. It had allied with the Congress Party that is being accused of bringing them down too. Remember, Congress won just 7 out of the 114 seats it contested. RLD, marginal influence, even though it contested 277 seats. The BSP also crashed, even though its vote share is always as good as it is. Second, really, as far as vote share is concerned, 22.2%. Now, if you look at the performance of the parties that are and could ally with the SP, their contribution is so marginal, it is a real question mark how much they can really contribute. RLD contested, as I mentioned, 277 seats, won 1. SBSP was with the BJP at that time. It contested 814. Look at the vote share, but MIM contested 38 last time around, won none. This time around, they want to contest in as many as 100. Apna Dal K faction contested only 2, won neither. Their vote share is negligible. The Aam Aadmi Party that could ally with the SP this time around did not contest. So they're an untested commodity really as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned. So the big question we're asking today, is it really a Mahagathbandhan? Can this Mahagathbandhan can be formulated? And will it really succeed? Because its aim is to beat the BJP. Can it succeed in that? Let's debate. Ajit K. Jha, Oxford-trained UP elections expert, Charu Pragya, BJP national spokesperson, Shivendra Vikram Singh, Samajwadi Party spokesperson, and Nitin Tyagi of the Aam Aadmi Party are all joining us. Charu, I hope you will allow me to come a little late to you today because we need to hear from the other parties that are coming together or not, and then you can respond. So let me go across to Shivendra Vikram first up. You know, the BJP alone is almost 40%. Even if you cobble up an alliance with the smaller parties, what dent are you going to be able to make?
If you remember correctly, in 2017, I think BJP also did the same. They actually followed the same tactic when they allied with very small parties. Apna Dal, being a very small party limited to Eastern UP. Mr. O.P. Rajbar's party, which is now fortunately with us, they allied with them, and they also got a fair number of seats. So you see, we have chosen parties which are formidable, which have a considerable amount of clout in their particular region. For example, Rajbar, he has a very strong political clout starting from Bahraich onwards. So if you go east of Bahraich till the Bihar border, Mr. Rajbar has a fair amount of clout. If you talk about the western part of Uttar Pradesh, Mathura to almost all the way up till Noida, I think RLD is in a very good position because RLD was basically formed in a farmer movement, similar to that of the Samajwadi Party. So it is just a coming together of like-minded parties. RLD, SP, we were all formed on farmer movements, on social movements. So I think it is a great tactic, and allying with small parties is not a problem. I think it's a great tactic, and at the end of the day, we have to beat the BJP because of the absolute misgovernance in UP.
The ultimate aim is to beat the BJP, but does that always work as far as alliances are concerned? You know, because every time you cobble up these alliances with parties that you didn't really look eye to eye on, Shivendra, the question that is asked is that what's the common ground on ideology? It's fair to say we want to stop the BJP from coming back to power, but the public needs a little bit more, isn't it?
Why? But that's exactly what I told you, that you know, for example, the SP and the RLD were both formed. I mean, originally they were one party, but now
Okay, but what's the
even
what's the
individually
convergence with the AIMIM? You criticize them, they criticize you.
I don't think we have made any statement for the AIM as far as the AIMIM is concerned. So I don't think I'm correctly placed to answer that question.
No, but your ally Rajbarji has made a comment, no? That
But
we
I'm
want to
not-
bring
I'm
them
not-
under this
I'm
umbrella
not-
too.
I am the Samajwadi Party spokesperson. I'm not Rajbarji's spokesperson. You'll have to get a spokesperson from his party
No, but
to answer what he said.
he's claiming that this
to
is what
comment on
Akhilesh
that.
wants. Get the
Sorry?
smaller part. He's claiming this is what Akhilesh wants. That if you
No,
want to
Akhilesh-
beat the
yes,
BJP,
Akhilesh
come
ji-
together,
look,
don't
look,
haggle on
look.
seats.
Look, Akhilesh ji is always he's always maintained this stand that he is ready to bring in smaller parties. But as far as AIMIM, I'm not aware of the Samajwadi Party making any comment on them. If
Okay.
Rajbarji has made a comment on them, well, he has his own party. He may be in alliance with us, but he has his own party. He's free to make whatever statement he wants. You'll have to get a spokesperson from his party to answer this question. I'm not placed to answer this question.
Okay, fair enough. Let me go across to Nitin Tyagi of the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, here's the question, taking forward to what is the common ground of these parties coming together. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party projects its politics to be progressive. You know, Arvind Kejriwal, everywhere he goes, says, you know, we talk of schools, hospitals. We deliver on these things. Now, what is your convergence with a party like the Samajwadi Party, whose image has been of lack of law and order, of criminalization in politics, of little to no growth? Yes, Shivendra, you'll get an opportunity to respond to that. But most importantly, regressive caste politics.
Okay, let me put it in this manner. Lately, in last few years, whatever inaugurations that I have seen, Mr. Yogi inaugurating this highway, that highway, I think they were all initiated by the Samajwadi Party. So let's not talk about that. And frankly speaking, when we talk about any government, if it is not working for the youth, if it is not working for the farmers, if it is not working for women welfare, upliftment, empowerment, if it's not working for education, for health, I think that that government is a failure. And
Sure enough.
Yogi
Sure enough.
government
You
has
can.
been
No,
a
no, no,
failure,
Nitin.
except-
You're not
just
answering
a
my
moment,
question.
just a moment.
No, you're not
I'm-
answering my
I'm
question.
coming on.
Your opposition to BJP, I'm not questioning. I am saying that does it
I'm
not
telling you
hit
something.
brand
Just let me
AP
finish.
if you
Just let me
combine with
finish.
SP?
The only thing that Yogi government has successfully done in last 5 years is hide behind the garb of casteism and communalism. And I think when like-minded people with proper agenda and same set of beliefs are coming forward, and leaders from different parties setting aside their personal issues for the greater good, I think it is a good thing for the democracy, and I think that is the beauty of the democracy of
No,
this
no, no.
country.
Again, I asked this question. Your common goal is to beat the BJP. I have played responses from virtually all sides. Common
Not
goal
the
is to beat the
BJP.
BJP.
I just a second. I want to make it clear. We do not want to beat the BJP. We want to beat the people who've been in power for the last 5 years, who have done nothing for the state and have only broken the
What is the
state
distinction
into
here?
different
Of
pieces.
course, that's the BJP. There's no distinction in what you and I are saying.
Absolutely.
Why are you
And
shying
we'll
away
do
and
it
saying
again
that?
if
No,
it
no,
is
your
somebody else.
opposition to Yogi Adityanath-led government, I am not questioning. You are the opposition. You will question and take them on. But I am saying
Definitely.
that what is the kind of politics that the Aam Aadmi Party projects
I have
and what
told
is
you, I
it
have
likely
told you,
to
I have
combine
told
with
you,
in UP?
if we have been talking, if Mr. Sanjay Singh has been meeting Mr. Akhilesh Yadav and other leaders in Uttar Pradesh, they have been talking about on the common grounds that are education, that is health, that is women empowerment, that is total development, that is youth development, that is development of the farmers, their safety of their rights. The farmers in UP are talking about Ganna, and Yogi is talking about Jinnah. What is this? They have a history with Jinnah. Undoubtedly, party and Jinnah's party together formed government in 3 states before independence. They did it together.
So I ask you one final time, I ask you, you don't think brand
Jinnah's name?
Nitin, you don't think brand AAP takes a hit if you combine with parties like the Samajwadi Party?
If in case we are working on education, if in case we are working on health, if we are working on women's empowerment, we are asking others also to follow the suit, and people are actually benefiting. I don't think it takes a hit.
Okay.
We have to work on the agendas that we have set out for ourselves.
Okay, so I'll just go back to Shivendra just for a quick bit once again. The arithmetic is really the key here. But as I showed earlier, Shivendra, the arithmetic also doesn't add up for you.
Look, if you actually see the recent surveys, I think there was a C voter survey that's been coming out now for 3 months in a row. There's been a, there's been a constant, a constant sentiment which is basically in our favor now. If you compare September to October and now November, so our vote share seems to be increasing, and if I think the momentum stays as it is, I think by Jan we'll be in a very good position to form.
But then you could have gone alone if it's so good.
It's not
you initially projected you will not combine with anybody.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I'm saying you initially projected that you will not combine with anybody. Why this rethink?
I didn't get the question again.
I'm saying that initially the Samajwadi Party projected that they will not come together or in an alliance with anybody. They'll go alone. Your vote share is decent enough. You feel like you are on an upswing and you can challenge the BJP. So why this rethink?
We don't feel like we're on an upswing. We are on an upswing. That is what that is the groundswell right now. And as far as allying with any party is concerned, I think our national president made it very clear that we will not be allying with big parties. We will be forming alliances with smaller parties. Now, RLD is considerably a smaller party as compared to the SP. Now, Rajbarji's party is a small party. Mahandal is a smaller party. Janwadi Socialist Party is a smaller party. So this is going to be an alliance of the Samajwadi Party being the bigger player and smaller parties as compared to us.
All right. Let me bring in Charu Pragya now. Charu, are you worried at all?
So, Shivani, you were right to come to me right at the end because I have been taking note of everything the other spokespersons are saying. We know how UP Ke Ladke 1.0 turned out. We know exactly how UP Ke Ladke 2.0 is going to turn out. The result is there for everyone to see. And to put things a little bit in perspective, in the last Uttar Pradesh elections, I'll tell you how many people got how many seats. So putting together Samajwadi Party, BSP, Aam Aadmi Party and RLD. Mind you, that is 4 prominent political parties in Uttar Pradesh. Collectively, they got 74 seats. 74 seats versus 312 seats that BJP won on its own. I did not interrupt anybody in the middle. I'll appreciate to be given the same courtesy back. Also, the spokespersons are using the word like-minded repeatedly. Like-minded, most definitely. Shivani, can you please intervene here and ensure that I am able to speak without interruptions? Yeah, so like-minded basically means SP plus RLD, which is Dynast parties, SP plus RLD, which are parties which are known for promoting Gundaraj. SP plus RLD are parties which are promoting and paving the way for people like Ansari's family to come into politics. Well, that is definitely like-minded, and all the best to you. It only helps BJP because instead of defeating you individually, our party can defeat you all together. Another thing, another spokesperson said something. Akhilesh ji had inaugurated massive highway project. Akhilesh ji inaugurated this project 1 month before elections. Shivani, tell me, which chief minister can put together an entire expressway in 1 month? It was only optics. They never intended to finish it. This is a party which has been famous for Gundaraj. This is a party which has been famous for promoting antisocial elements, and that has changed now with BJP in power.
Okay.
People understand that. People understand the positive changes that are happening, and I can go on and on. Like I said, these UP Ke Ladke combination keeps changing. They went with Congress first, it didn't work out. They went with BSP second, it didn't work out. Now the Jhadu and the cycle are coming together. The result is going to be the same.
Okay, Ajit Jha, let me come to you. The only successful Mahagathbandhan.
One statement.
Okay, Shivendra.
So I just heard the BJP spokesperson. She said that Akhilesh ji inaugurated the expressway a month before the elections. Now, as we speak, 2022 elections are about 2 months away, and the Purvanchal Expressway was inaugurated now. So how far are we from the elections? It's pretty much what we did, right? And let me remind her that about
one
almost
minute.
40%.
We are completing
Let-
projects.
let
We
me
are
complete, let me
completing
complete.
projects. Our
Let
cars,
me
not
complete,
just
let me
cars.
complete. Why don't you name
Our
a few
planes
projects that
are
you've
landing
completed?
on that highway.
I'll name a few.
No,
I'll name a few
our
projects.
planes
I'll
are
name a
landing
few
on that
projects.
highway.
You
I know
people
you're
have
hurt. I know
No,
you're
I'm
hurt.
asking-
one
but
second,
I
both
just
of
want
you.
to talk
We are
about
not
other
really
things.
Hear me out.
discussing
Hear me out. I have
BJP
another question.
versus SP. Please, let's focus on the
Hear me out.
alliance
By
factors
making
today.
sure people don't
Ajit
me
Jha,
out.
I want to
Hear me
come
out.
to you.
Increasing
You know, in
Hear me out.
Bihar, the Mahagathbandhan was successful against the BJP, but it had most of the prominent big parties. Here, it's one big party, sure enough, but it was a very distant second in 2017 versus a lot of smaller parties. Can it really give BJP a run for their money?
Shivani, I think the only Mahagathbandhan that can challenge the BJP in 2022 has to be a combination of SP, BSP, Congress, RLD and all the other smaller parties. There are two reasons for this. One is very simple. As you pointed out, BJP had almost 40% vote in the last assembly polls, 2017, right? So unless and until the rest 60% come together, they cannot seriously challenge the BJP. Number one. And number two, a factor that most political parties are not aware of, in the last assembly polls, 2017, the turnout was the highest ever in UP. And that turnout was not simply because of anti-incumbency against Akhilesh. It was because of what in psephology we call the mobilization factor. BJP, through the help of its pramukhs, worked at the booth level and brought out the highest turnout and mobilization ever in the history of UP assembly polls. Now, that
Can I
is
ask you one
something
thing? I've
that
left
very,
with 1
very
minute alone.
important. That is
You
that
said
is something.
that the bigger parties have to come together,
I-
but
I'm
one
saying
thing
that
that is
is some-
emerging is that nobody wants the Congress in their camp.
I know. Let me just make one more point. The X factor in this assembly polls is the farmers' movement, because we do not know exactly how many seats the farmers' movement is going to impact in, let's say, Western UP or all over UP.
Sure enough.
But having said that, because the percentage vote of BJP was so high that you need across the board combination, as I said, SP, Congress, BSP, RLD and all the other small parties. Otherwise, there is no way they can beat the advantage of the BJP that the BJP has in 2022.
All right. Well, attempts are being made. We'll have to wait and see how this goes. I have to thank all of our guests for joining us. Something tells me we will keep seeing more developments and keep having you, all of you, back. Thanks a lot for joining us today. Several patterns are emerging. And again, if the big parties have to come together, the question remains who will ally with the Congress? Because in the past few years, it's been seen that they've been alleged to bring down other parties and therefore nobody really wants them in their camp. What will the Congress really do in Uttar Pradesh is also the next big question. We'll keep tracking that. Thanks a lot for watching.